Buckle up, guys. Today we are going to witness Judge Vonda B drop the hammer with precision. The courtroom kicks off with an immediate $2,932 child support order, and Mr. Hall looks like he just got hit with a reality check, but still tries to play it cool. Then comes the 30-day health insurance deadline, with a hefty $250 penalty looming if he fails. You can feel the tension as the judge locks eyes on Mr. Hall, sensing his detachment. He stumbles through excuses, but Judge Vonda slices right through the nonsense. It's crystal clear. This case isn't about what looks good on paper. It's about who's actually showing up. 1 minute in, and we already know. This is going to get messy fast.
B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1052, Hall case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You may be seated. Okay, Mr. Hall brought you to court, Ms. Doug, and you were served to be here. It looks like he was wanting a reduction in his child support. He actually wrote he had receipts in the petition. So, do you know anything about that?
Well, apparently he's Casper,
Okay.
because he ain't showed up. So, I mean, he's clearly wasting my time. He was clubbing last night, so maybe he just couldn't get up.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because he did say something, he was a promoter, a rapper or something, right?
He a rapper.
Okay.
He likes to rap himself around the job, but anyway.
That was not nice.
I
Ms.
know,
Doug.
I'm sorry. I'm frustrated.
I
because
understand
didn't
your
have to-
frustration. You had to be here today. He didn't show up,
Right.
obviously. So,
And
you
I'm
know.
paying for a sitter, but okay.
All right. So he said he wants a reduction in child support. You know anything about that?
Yeah, but I don't think he deserves to get a reduction, Your Honor.
All right, guys, from here on, it's a full expose on failed responsibility. Mr. Hall didn't even show up for the hearing. Yep, the man who filed the motion is MIA. Judge Vonda is instantly unimpressed. Meanwhile, the mother holds her ground like a boss, explaining how she's doing it all. Paying for sitters, handling school drop-offs, and managing doctor visits. Her frustration is backed with facts, not feelings. While he's playing the clout game, she's living real life, solo. Judge Vonda leans in, and you can tell the scales are shifting. The mother's steady, passionate delivery turns this from a hearing into a full-on reckoning. And believe me, the receipts she's about to unleash will leave no doubt about who's really doing the work.
So tell me about that.
Okay, so last time you told him that he needed to put the kids on medical insurance.
Right.
He has failed to do so. The kids are still on my medical. Not only that, he's not picking them up for the visitation. I'm still paying people to help me as far as like sitters and take the kids to and from school.
Okay.
I have some proof right here of the things that Mr. Hall has been doing that shows that he has the money, but he's just not making the time.
Okay. So you have the proof, I'm assuming, to say why his child support shouldn't be reduced.
Correct.
Okay. Did you want me to look at that? Because if so, our bailiff can come and get
Yes,
that.
Your Honor.
Okay.
And so I made you your own copies, and I have some to go along with you.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes. So in Exhibit A, Your Honor, you see Mr. Hall, and he's gone to the dentist and had diamonds placed in his teeth.
Interesting.
So, I mean, he has the money, like, again, he picks and chooses what he wants to do with his money.
Okay.
And then, so if you go to Exhibit B, Mr. Hall just paid for a video shoot. So, again, he's showing that diamond encrusted tooth.
All right. Have you seen him since he had these diamonds on his teeth?
No, ma'am, I hadn't seen him since the last court.
Okay. Do you know, and maybe it's in your evidence, I'm just jumping ahead. Do you know if he ever mentioned how much these crushed diamonds cost?
No, but I'm pretty sure he paid a good penny for them. I'm sure he didn't put rhinestones in his mouth, so.
It could be that, what they call it, that cubic stuff?
CZ?
Yeah, I think that's
Oh, I'm not sure.
it. Okay.
And then on Exhibit C, you see he's laying in a bed of clouds or cotton or something like that. But
Yeah, it looked real interesting.
yeah, he's out playing and not helping with the 3 kids. So again, I don't feel like it needs to be reduced, because if you can see, I mean, from the pictures and stuff, that Mr. Hall is just not being an active participant or parent, and I'm doing all the parenting and stuff by myself. Again, he didn't even bother to show up to court, but he had me served, so.
This is where the courtroom flips into a full-blown documentary on parental neglect. The mother drops visuals like a prosecutor. Diamonds. In Mr. Hall's teeth, cash spent on music videos and staged Instagram photos where he's floating on clouds. And don't forget those fresh Jordans. Meanwhile, retroactive support is untouched. These aren't just flexes, they're red flags. While he's busy chasing clout and club appearances, she's funding real life. Dr. Bills, sitters, everything. Judge Vonda watches, silent but locked in. It's no longer just about money, it's about proof of character. He's out here building a brand, but not a legacy. This part makes one thing painfully obvious. Parental responsibility doesn't come with a filter or flashy likes.
In Exhibit D, am I supposed to be looking at some tennis shoes?
Yeah, so in this picture, Mr. Hall has on some new retro Jordans, but has yet to pay retroactive child support. So, yeah, those shoes can go anywhere from $200, depending on where he purchased them. I'm sure he could have used that money towards the health insurance.
Well, if those shoes are that expensive, then yeah. So, I mean, thank you for bringing it. I don't really know what to do with it because he didn't show up for court today.
I know.
Did he contact you at all about coming to court?
No, but I just went on his Instagram and he had like a show last night. So apparently, like I said, it must be more important than being here. He may be just laid up somewhere, so I don't know.
Does he get paid for appearances when he have these shows?
He does.
Okay.
And
so it's not volunteer work or nothing?
It can range anywhere from like $3,000 to $10,000, depending on what venue is called him. So I'm not sure why he isn't here, Your Honor. I just brought my evidence to do my due diligence because I was ordered to come to court. So I don't know what to say about Mr. Hall, but I mean, the child support can just stay the same and him just reimburse me for the medical because he's not going to do it.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate you showing up, that you got served. You may not know this, or maybe you do know it, depending on how often you have to come to the courthouse and do your own paperwork and such, but everybody doesn't show up when they're served to come to court. So that I can appreciate, and I also can appreciate you bringing actual evidence because people don't do that either.
Right.
However, I don't know.
It's really nothing.
There's really nothing that can be done because he's the petitioner. He's the one who brought this lawsuit before the court, so he would be the one having to come in and state his claims for relief. This would be like your rebuttal evidence, essentially.
Right.
So, I mean, there's nothing for me to do but to dismiss this case. Now, I just want you to understand, he can refile it.
Okay, that's fine.
So, I would hope he wouldn't do this again, but I just want you to know that he could do this again.
I mean, and if he does, I'm sure he'll give me more evidence, so, you know.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. I mean, I showed up to court because it's the law, so that's why I showed up, so.
Okay, well, thank you for that. Well, did you have any questions for me while you're here?
No, Your Honor. I mean, I feel like everything was answered last time. I know, well, yeah. Can I get an increase if he does bring me back to court and I show proof that he's making more money?
Well, and see, that's the thing. Even if you do show proof, you have to file your own petition with the court asking the court to increase his child support. Okay. All right, do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, well, if there's nothing further, you're dismissed.
No, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Now we reach the final act, where calm composure meets harsh truth. Mr. Hall's absence seals the deal. Case dismissed. But Judge Vonda doesn't let it end without acknowledgement. She praises the mother for showing up, for being prepared, for doing what so many don't. And even in victory, the mother's fatigue is visible. She's not angry, just tired. Tired of doing it alone. Her question about increasing support down the road leads to a straightforward answer, but the subtext is powerful. She's asking for a future where the burden is shared. This isn't just a legal win. It's a quiet but powerful moment of validation for every parent holding it down while the other fades into the background.